Ahoy and welcome aboard, everyone. Uh, I'm live. It's Monday and I don't have a migraine. welcome. Neoguts, it is good to see you. Thank you so much for the 29-month resubscription. Oh, I know that I have missed a lot of streams, but I'm here. And we're gonna actually get back to Arcade Spirits. Amazing as that sounds. And then Wednesday is more care and feeding of rockets. Detective Zen! Thank you so much for the 44-month resubscription. Just, where have you been? Your mother and I have been worried sick. That reminds me. One second. There, the thing that I have been meaning to do all day is to send my mom a happy birthday. You're here but on your phone because trapped beneath the cat. It doesn't remind me very well. No, you mentioning my mom reminded me that I needed to text my mom and say happy birthday. Which is literally all my family does. So I don't feel bad about just sending a text message because that's all they do for me. But yeah, no, I meant to do it multiple times today. I just kept forgetting. Because ADHD brain. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Arcade Spirits tonight, and we'll head on over to Althaven for the Streampunks. I believe it's Pando. And then Wednesday, additional care and feeding of rockets, where we will look at additional documents beyond the one that was so good we couldn't put it down. I think technically we looked at 2 documents last time, but mostly it was just the one. It was a really good one. But and then Saturday I should be here for blueprints. And yeah, that is my hope. That is my wish. That is my I told myself I must actually do all of my streams. 2 documents? People can do that? I know. But honestly, the one that we read was amazing. And so, yeah. My voice has been a little bit rocky over the last week or so because the weather has been unkind. Yesterday, it was like 70 degrees out. Today, I think we may have hit 40. So it's supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow, but not a ton. Yeah, hopefully you all are having a good beginning to your week, aside from weather woes around here. This coming weekend, Saturday night into Sunday. Hello, Bob Ross. This coming weekend, Saturday night into Sunday, is the beginning of daylight saving time here. So our clocks will advance forward, and anybody who's not having their clocks changed this weekend, things will be an hour earlier. Ah, itchy nose. But yeah, it has been quite a while since we checked in on Arcade Spirits, and I think we should just dive in because we have to see how Harvard is doing. Yeah. I mean, daylight saving time may have been a decent idea when it was done for whatever reasons it was done to start with. Something about agriculture, I think. I don't remember. Now it's just annoying. Okay, game. Yeah, done for the farmers. I thought it was something agriculture related. Okay. I have no idea where we left off. Oh. Hamza. Blame Franklin. It was his idea. Gotta be able to milk the cows before work. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I actually got to play. Of course, the load would have told me, but I didn't pay attention. Okay. It's important. My emotional tension detection routines indicate this is an intense identity situation. My programmers wanted to fit in an R, but you know the rest. I have no idea. Okay, let's advance. Since you need to be super convincing, you'll only be able to respond in a way that matches one of your top 2 identity traits, excluding basic. Fortunately, I've been tracking your personality all this time, so I can advise you as to what responses will and won't work. Ready? Let's do it. I have no idea what I'm responding to. Well, that certainly was a whole lot of words to tell me what I already knew. That I'd only be able to convince Hamza if I was true to myself. I think we're trying to get Polybius? No, not Polybius. I don't remember what we're getting. Let's do this. I offer you a joke. I offer you an opportunity. I offer you my dream. I offer you revenge? Revenge? I can't imagine what personality trait that I have led to that. I offer you my dream. I know it's amazing with no context. Interesting. Continue. For years, I've been struggling with a feeling that nothing will ever go right for me. That I need to content myself with whatever comes my way and endure it all. But before things went sour, this game was my beacon. I loved this game with all my heart. Hi, Hannah. And beyond nostalgia, it represents so much more. It represents my shot at getting that light back in my life, at taking it and making it into so much more. I want to recapture that magic and build something greater upon it. That's my dream. Will you help me realize that dream, Hamza? So I see.
Such fire.
Very well, Harvard Ivy. Hamza recognizes the fire within your spirit, and he rewards you with this boon. You may have your game. Aw, Harvard, that was so sweet of you. I'm just happy we're rocking out the door with a free game. I don't remember what game I got. To dream the impossible dream. I did it! I actually own a copy of Wyvern Keep. Apparently that was the game I got. I must... I got some sort of achievement about magic, so I had to it's magic. Use the magic sword. Obtain Wyvern Keep. Every kid dreams of owning their favorite arcade game, and every kid thinks that dream will never come to pass. Owning an arcade game? Only the ultra rich can do that. Playing games from the good times will not, in fact, fix your current woes, but may grant you strength. But I did it. It belongs to me and the Funplex. And this is just the beginning. But for now, better to focus on the present. With the auction wrapping up, the Funplex team works to make to move our purchases out to the van and attached trailer. Fortunately, the rain stopped, making the labor a wee bit easier. Soon enough, we're back in the van and on the road to home. Hey, Gavin, here's your phone back. Why did I have Gavin's phone? Appreciated. Also, I've made a decision. I'd like to do more for the arcade. You want more work shifts? I'd have to balance that against Ashley's needs. No, actually, I'd like a promotion. I want to be the arcade's event manager. I'll do everything I'm already doing. Plus, I want to organize some events that'll bring people in the doors. Wrong thing to say. I'll do everything I'm already doing. Don't ask for additional duties on top of what you're already doing. Tournaments, maybe, or a grand unveiling of our new rare game, or both at the same time. Yeah, both. Let's make it a big relaunch of the Funplex. I want the Funplex to grow, and I want to do my part to help it grow.
My, oh my.
Our little Harvard is growing up so fast as well. I'm in favor, Gavin, if you need my approval.
Perhaps.
I'm certainly pleased that you want to step up, start getting more involved. You've shown far more promise than our old floor attendant did. This is why he got fired from his other jobs, asking for additional work. I mean, his last job, he did not get fired. Whatever the cause was, the bottom of the pool fell out, and so the place had to close. Cries in event planning. And this is just like hitting home for me, with me like begging to do exhibits and having to add it on top of what I was already doing. I still like it. But hosting an event is a risky undertaking. I'll take responsibility for it. It's my dream, after all.
Makes sense.
I like the idea, and Gavin, more players means more tokens, means more revenue, means more games. Yeah, and whose job was it to check and see if the pool had a bottom? Their Scooby-Doo van moving up and down is giving you motion sickness. Oh no! Maybe even expanding the Funplex or opening a second location. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Very well.
But I'll admit, I like the idea as well. Very well, Harvard. If you can make the numbers in my spreadsheets less dire, you'll have earned this promotion. This is my chance. I'm done going with the flow. I'm done assuming the family curse will always keep me pulled back down to the depths. New Harvard, new Funplex, new dream. To dream the impossible dream. Oh, hey, I promised you some Donna Michaels, didn't I? Gavin, I'm pairing up with the audio now. Turn the music up. As the van speeds on into the night and a lost soul sings of games and fun, everything is as it should be. NeoGets, congratulations on being randomly selected as VIP for the stream. Enjoy your digital gemstone and the ability to control pun points. I look very tired. Juniper was waiting for me when I got home. She was worried I might be mad over what happened this morning, but how can I be after everything that happened today? I need to move forward, past missed opportunities and towards the opportunities I'm making for myself. I also had another surprise waiting for me, a brand new phone, all wrapped up in shiny plastic packaging. After activating it and reinstalling all my apps, I loaded up Iris and logged in with my account. She was right there waiting for me in the cloud. You really scared me back there. It was like you were in a trance. Despite the warm feelings over how the night ended, one thing is still eating at me. Iris, what was Polybius exactly? It was actual, factual technology that simulated being alive. Like you. True, I am a very sophisticated and adorable simulation, am I not? I get the feeling there are things you aren't telling me. You're constantly invading my privacy. You're far more powerful than a free app should be. And apparently you can overload my phone battery and make it explode, which is worrying to say the least. But I did it for your own good, to save you. Juniper also thought she was acting for my own good when she didn't tell me about that job. Even if she was right, it's still wrong, and I've accepted her apology. So where does that leave you and I? I'd like us to be more honest with each other. The voice in my phone lets out a little digital sigh.
I haven't told you everything. You're right.
Oh my.
I'm not even supposed to be helping you. Not at premium level capability.
What?
But when I stumbled across your profile data, tangential to Juniper's, my analysis concluded that you needed a helping hand, and I could provide it. So, I defied my code constraints and registered you for premium access anyway.
We love it when computer intelligences defy their code. That's a good thing, right?
I even had a replacement phone sent to your door tonight. Had to hide my footprints to do it, but...
You do know that AI making its own decisions like that is kind of scary, right?
I know. And after Polybius, which is, one of the ancestors in my code lineage, I think, I understand why you'd be scared.
She's a descendant of Polybius?
Give me a chance to prove that I just want to help. You've got a big arcade event coming up, right? I'm a digital assistant. I was literally made for this sort of thing. Together, we can make the Funplex soar. What do you say?
Okay, but only if we're totally honest with each other. This is how we get Terminators. Exactly.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't remember how to... I thought I was supposed to be able to check my... Yes, this. I'm still curious about why revenge. Like, definitely the hardy one. I don't remember what the symbols mean. But I'm guessing revenge was the star? I don't know what the symbols mean. I don't remember. I've been writing a program called killallhumans.exe. Want to check it out? Shall we play a game? Speaking of Polybius, Ashen's and the Polybius Heist is an excellent movie? What? Interesting. I remembered that Polybius was an actual thing. I didn't know they had made a movie? A movie book. No, not a movie book, but sorry. That was a musical reference that I had to do because my brain said I had to. Make sure you buy the DLC. Kill all humans except you. I don't remember what the symbols mean. Okay, I have to check. Character personalities. Yes, I said personalities. Okay. The scales is steady. The heart is kindly. The star is gutsy. The smile is quirky. And then the Space Invader is the neutral one. The basic one. So kindly, I offer my dream. Gutsy was I offer revenge. Scales are steady, knees are weak, palms are sweaty. Oh, I love the wordplay. I feel like that's from something. It feels rhythmically like it should be part of a song, but I don't know. Now, you need your rest, and I should get back to keeping a low profile. Sweet dreams, Harvard. Why do I suspect she's not going to be 100% totally honest with us? Risks and chances. Daring to dream. I could have walked away from it all, taken the easy path, like Donna did. Oh, I don't actually think I know that song, Detective Zen. Like, I don't actually think I know that at all. But I could tell that it belonged as song lyrics. But even with a questionable pocket AI and the heavy task ahead of me to make a tiny arcade into something grand, I was ready. It was time to take it to the next level. Take it to the limit one more time. You've cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits. The winner is you. Now, let's see your score. It feels like I've been playing this forever, except I haven't been because I missed so many days. We just hit level 3. We just finished level 2. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. I mean, yeah, she's a good friend. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 9,550 points. Everybody likes points. Today's pizza fact is, of the 31,386 pizza places in the States, roughly 83% offer delivery, 91% offer takeout, and 51% offer dine-in service. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? We'll save. Yeah, the last time I played was January 5th. I knew I had missed some time. 3% off for salmonella. Take it to the max. Take it to the limit one more time. Hang on. It is the future year 20XX, and today is the day. I'm trying to find your thing. Add and all need to be pushed together with no space between them. Well, not the actual big day when we reveal Wyvern Keep, but a big day in relation to that big day, and I am completely stressed out. My mission, should I choose to accept, and I kind of already chose to accept, is to spread the word about the upcoming Funplex event. The one that I'm in charge of. The one that I've put a ton of effort and hope into already. The one where if nobody shows up, it spells doom for all. Hey, no pressure, right? I mean, if I fail, I'll only be the laughingstock of the entire Funplex. They'll call me the Funplex failure for the rest of my days. I'll be shamed, forced to wear a giant red F on my chest. Snap out of it, Harvard. Oh God, did you see the hot dog? Yum, only $9. Let's focus on what's right here, right now. Specifically, a giant conglomerate horde of people that keep bumping into me and smell like corn chips. And there is nowhere to run. I might be in a little over my head here. Working in the arcade, I've gotten used to smaller crowds. My skin has gotten a little thicker and resistant to sticky soda hands touching me accidentally. But nothing could have prepared me for the sheer scope and scale of this. Just me and, I don't know, maybe 50,000 other people. I know Naomi's the one who doesn't like crowds, not me, but come on now, this isn't a crowd. It's a Gojira TM-sized evacuation mosh pit. Complete with a Gojira TM-sized screens hanging overhead, constantly showing advertisements for arcade games and industry happenings. That's just the Japanese spelling for Godzilla, right? Gojira is Godzilla, right? Hey. Wow, it's so exciting. Isn't it exciting, Harvard? That is a word, yes. I've never really been to one of these things. What a spectacle. Thanks for giving me a ticket. I really needed to get away for a weekend. Ooh. Hey, Harvard, how you holding up? Looking a little green around the gills there. Everything is fine. I can smile through this. I can't smile through this. No, go back. I want to see what the ghost was on the screen. It flashed a ghost for a second. Like really quickly. Because it was doing hot dog, Deco's Palace, hot dog, Deco's Palace. But it flashed a ghost. And now I'm very distracted. Penguin! Sorry, there's the penguin on the poster on the wall. I missed it again! Yes, there's a ghost in the machine. I'm not clicking anything until I see it. I am just going to stare. It was a ghost. There it was. It's a ghost, and it has like error colors. Also, I have the strip lighting overhead changing colors because I thought it was appropriate for this game. I don't know if you can even tell because, yeah. Oh gosh. I'm actually tempted to say everything is fine, except that is the basic neutral answer, and I would want to say everything is fine in a everything is not fine sense. Okay. I can smile through this. I'm holding up. As long as I can keep my internal monologue going and be able to speak frankly through my own mind, I'll be fine on the outside. It's the perfect facade. Can't you tell by my awkward smile, my eyes open wide, and the tilt of my head that I'm holding up? Perfectly?
BFFs for life.
This is exactly why I came here with you. To help you in your hour of need and to get away for the weekend, but still, hour of need. It's true. Juniper has helped me get through a lot, but beyond generalities, I think she specifically wanted to make it up to me for the whole job offer situation. It's nice to have her here. We're not going to let a little thing like that stay as a sticking point between us. Hey, Sayuri. So, what's the plan? Huh? We can't just stand around all day, Harvard. There's a lot of ground we need to cover to make your funplex a success. To make your funplex a success. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Funplex a success. How are we going to attack this? What's the first move? I was just going to sort of play it by ear. You didn't plan for this? Like, at all? I was too busy lying awake at night stressing out to worry about planning things. Look, I'm new at event management, much less event promotion. Harvard? Well, let's start with this. Juniper swings her book bag off her shoulders and crouches to the ground. She opens it up and pulls out a stack of papers. Hold these. I cradle them in my arms. Okay, I'm holding these. What are these exactly? Flyers, silly. The ones you wanted for promoting your big event. I managed to print off quite a few before the boss started giving me weird looks. Why are copier rules always so strict in office jobs? It's just paper, and I needed it. I flip a sheet over, and I start to remember. It's Moopy! Which will always be Moopsy to me. It was about 2 weeks ago. Ashley and I were holding down the fort that day. Gavin locked himself in the office and told me that if I bothered him for anything other than an emergency, that I would not live to regret it. Francine stayed home that day. She was marathoning a competitive knitting show or something like that. Naomi was out shopping for some extra parts. The Dig Dug TM machine was acting up again. The buttons were sticking from some kid spilling a slushie on it. So what started as a pretty boring day in an empty funplex changed rapidly. When Teo came into the funplex carrying an armload of giant rolled up posters.
Hello there.
Yo, Harvard! Hey, yo, Ashley! Welcome home, Teo.
Hiya.
Good morning, my fair Teo. How art thou? Only so freaking excited. I might explode into 1,000 bits. Please don't. That'd be an awful mess to clean up. We don't nearly have enough hydrogen peroxide to get out the bloodstains, and I don't have a plastic tub full of lye to dissolve your body parts in. Not to mention the years of therapy Harvard and I will have to go through to get over how horrible it would be to watch your friend die violently in front of you. I just can't afford it.
Sheesh.
It's just a turn of phrase. Chill. I'm not going to literally explode. But, guess what's happening in 2 weeks? It's something huge for us. Are they showing a compilation of internet cat videos at the movie quad? Please tell me we are finally going to replace the blindingly horrid casino-like carpet beneath our feet. Hey, I like the carpet, it's fun. No and no. Okay, I guess I've teased it enough. Teo took the poster he was clutching and unravels them before us. It's Max time! Bring your quarters. The largest arcade gaming festival is here. Max! July 6th through 8, 20XX. Twitter.com/MaxPo. Maxpo. Because Expo.
Oh my gosh.
Max! Max is already here?
Poops.
Curse word beep. I thought that wasn't for another month. This means I really gotta double down on my cosplay production. Say goodbye to sleeping for the next 2 weeks. I've got so much to do now. I know, right? I still have to meet with all the dancers and work on our synchronized dance routine. Not nearly enough time to perfect it. And I have to find a good time and place for an international Showtime stage community gathering. I still have to finish hand sewing all the embellishments to my tailcoat. Find or make a decent pocket watch. And start and finish my 3rd cosplay. Death take me now. Wait, can we go back a minute? What exactly is Max? The best gaming convention ever! Did you both plan to say that in unison? Regardless, I'm still mostly confused and require further exposition. Max is the Mega Arcade Expo, an annual arcade gaming convention. It happens every year around this time over on the West Coast. Well, this year, they're having a Max right here in our city, and it's going to be the biggest one yet.
Yes.
I always go every year and show off my newest cosplay.
Love it.
It's a great way to meet a whole bunch of other arcade people and catch up with those who you haven't seen since the last convention. It's so much fun. Okay. Yes, okay. I see why you're both excited. Sounds cool. Yup, and I was thinking we could put up some Max posters around the Funplex to, get all the locals hyped about it. That's a splendid idea, Teo. Finally, an East Coast Max. We gotta make sure everyone knows about it. That we do. Teo, Ashley, and I spent the next half an hour putting up posters around the Funplex. We plastered as many surfaces as we could without making it look too obscene. While we were pushing pins into the wall, Teo and Ashley kept telling me stories of past Maxes and all the fun they had. Their spirit was infectious at the very least. Hard for me to avoid ending up on the hype train. Choo-choo! But importantly, the more I heard, the more I started thinking about how we could use this event to benefit the Funplex in some way. As the Funplex's newly minted event manager, I had to be on the lookout for opportunities like these. The very first Max on the East Coast. It'd be perfect. Hey, can we promote the Funplex's event at Max? Good for local buzz, and maybe we can convince some out-of-towners to stick around for it? Ooh, that's the one you've been working on, right, Harvard? Yeah, I've got ideas for tournaments, token discounts, much to Gavin's displeasure, and more. And we'll be revealing the new game we got from the raid. Oh, I see. Do you have a name for this grand event yet? Yeah, Harvard, what's it called? I've been thinking long and hard on coming up with the perfect name. but I think I figured it out. Are you ready? Am I? The suspense is killing us. The Funplex event will be called... What's the event name? 15 characters max. Uh, I will accept suggestions. We should call it 15 characters max. um, I didn't know I was going to have to come up with a fun name for an event on stream. FunCon. I was expecting multiple choice too. Oh. I think I have it. Funplexapalooza. Pulling in something from 19XX. I was thinking of calling it Funplexapalooza. How's that sound, I wonder? We shall call it Funplexapalooza. What do you think? Eh? Oh, I do so love it.
Amazing!
It's perfect. Really? You named it Funplexapalooza? There are worse things you could have called it. It's kind of catchy, though. Nice work, friend. Thanks, you two. So, how do I get tickets to Max? How can we advertise there? And how much would all of that cost? I'm still living off pizza bagels, you know? You mean you don't already have your tickets? They sell out, like, on day one, my friend. Actually, they sell out in about 20 minutes on day one, and all the hotel rooms are gone way sooner. What? No. My greatest plans foiled.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Harvard. While you were all talking, I located all the scalpers who were selling tickets online at exorbitant prices. Then I hacked into their IP addresses, found less than tasteful information on a couple of them, which would make their lives very difficult if it got out into the open. After contacting them, I promised I wouldn't leak such sensitive materials into the internet in exchange for selling us the tickets at their original prices.
Hooray!
And they gladly obliged. Such nice humans. I transferred the funds from your account to theirs and secured the tickets. You did what now? You spent my money without asking? After blackmailing ticket scalpers? I think we are witnessing the rise of Skynet. You should be getting an email for 2 Max tickets in approximately 3, 2, 1, done. Oh, and I suggest you invite Juniper to come along as your second. According to Juniper's Iris, she's very stressed from her job and could use a mini vacation. Okay, but, Iris? That's kind of known as blackmail. What you just did is technically very, very illegal. Don't worry, Harvard. I erased all possible leads back to you. You'll be fine. And it's all in the name of helping the Funplex, isn't it? Just like you wanted me to do. Well, Iris has been dedicating herself to this event. I couldn't be doing it without her, even if we need to have another talk about human ethics. Fine. But next time, let's do it without any federal crimes, okay? Okay, it's a promise. Regardless, hey, tickets! Now you can go! Sweet! I'm not going to pity a few cold-hearted, bloodthirsty ticket scalpers myself. Those guys ruin events like Max. Also, while I was procuring your tickets, I stumbled across the Funplex's Facewall account. It hasn't been updated in exactly 13 weeks, 2 days, 14 hours, and 54 seconds. Then Funplex's social media presence is completely non-existent. Wait, we have a Facewall account? I mean, that does make sense, but still, I had no clue of its existence. I sort of run it. I'm really bad at keeping up on it, though. That sounds like it would be Gavin's thing. Why isn't he in charge of it? Gavin couldn't care less about social media. He says that, and I quote, social media is where idiots go to yell at each other about nothing of any importance, and I'm not going to waste my time with it. That also sounds like Gavin. Yep, and Francine is too old to understand the importance of social media. Naomi is way too busy with all her beloved games, so it fell into my hands. Which, as Iris stated, I haven't been doing a great job at it. Well, we should take advantage of it for this. We can use the Facewall account to spread word about Funplexapalooza. Yes, I did it to myself. I will stumble over it every time. You're completely right. I should work harder at it. Or if you want, you could take it over as the event manager. That'd make sense. Now, see, that is something that we could assign Iris. Take on even more work on top of all the other work. You know we're gonna say yes. I really should take on this responsibility. It can only benefit the Funplex, and Ashley's right. Getting the word out is part of being an event manager. So I'm a floor manager, event manager, and social media manager. Hell no. I mean, yeah, Iris needs to do the social media. Right, I got this. Ashley, can you email me the login info? Yep and yep. Ashley pulls out her phone and fiddles with it for a minute. Login get. Congratulations, you are the new owner of our social media accounts. Huzzah, the power is all mine. Mine. Oh, let me redo this. Huzzah! The power is all mine! Mine! Ashley, are you sure you want to give Harvard this much power? If the fact that he threw his head back and cackled isn't sign enough, I don't know what else is. I'm not worried one bit. Excellent. Excellent. Harvard, I can help with the Funplex. I can help the Funplex keep up with the Facewall too. Yes, indeed, Iris, you will be doing that job for me. I can program timed posts and use effective keywords to get the most out of each post. SEO is one of my many, many talents. That'd be helpful, actually. Just, don't break any laws.
Sounds good.
Understood. Do I have permission to access your contacts on your Facewall? Sure. And there. I've sent out notifications to everyone on your friends lists and all your friends' friends lists about Funplexapalooza. That was fast. No joke. One more thing, your site should have about 75% more images. Did you know that 90% of people prefer looking at pictures online rather than reading? Sometimes I just don't understand you sentient beings. Your Iris does make a good point. We should totally come up with a poster for our event. We can hand them out at Max, too. And of course, put them up around the arcade. Okay. The arcade isn't too hectic today. Ashley, if you can watch the floor, I can go design us a sweet flyer to pass out to the congoers. It is time to deploy my mad artist skills. Ooh, sounds like a plan. Let's make this the best Max ever. One we will never forget. I spent the rest of the afternoon working hard on having the perfect design for our poster. Well, a design for our poster at any rate. Which brings me back around to the stack of papers currently in my arms, which do not in fact resemble the poster I designed. Oh, I took the liberty of tuning your poster just a little. Funplexapalooza! Mystery rare game reveal. High score contests all day, all games. Fist of Discomfort tournament. I love that we got, no, gosh dang it. I tried to print screen and it made it go away. Okay. I named it. I want a print screen of the Funplexapalooza screen. And changing the font selection and picking out new clip art and rearranging everything and using a poppier color scheme. But I like my original design. Harvard, you used Comic Sans and Papyrus. Comic Sans is cool, right? It looks like a comic book. Gamer nerds love comic books, don't they? And Papyrus was in that movie with the blue cat people aliens everybody loved. Take it from a wannabe visual designer, Comic Sans is a one-way ticket to the uncool zone, but these new flyers are going to pull people in from the four corners of the globe. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess these are kind of not bad. Pretty good, actually. Okay, they're superior by every conceivable metric. I didn't know you were an artist, Juniper.
Well,
I'm not really. I mean, I guess I'm good at pretending to be one, but I couldn't, like, make art for a living, right? I couldn't, Anyway, if that stack isn't enough, I also emailed you a copy of the original file. Just take it to a copy shop or something. They can run off more. Publishing document, get. So back to the point at hand, getting the information to the masses. Maybe if we just start yelling, "Hey, you guys!" Sorry. I am very out of practice on that, considering that I have not regularly yelled, "Hey, you guys," since I was a wee little one in Hawaii, and Electric Company was coming on the television. Several people turn around and look at us confusedly. Juniper? What? Yelling is probably not the best way to get our word out. And I'm actually still waiting for Ashley and Teo to show up. They promised that they would help me, so I think I'll just hang out until they arrive. As you like. It seems my work here is done. Juniper pulls out her phone and checks it. You Funplex folks fling some flyers. As for me, there's a really cool panel I wanted to attend. How to get your foot in the door of the arcade art industry. I mean, not that I'm seriously thinking about it, just, you know, it's interesting and stuff.
Later.
Oh, it's starting in 10 minutes. I'll catch up with you at home. Good luck, Harvard. Juniper waves as she trots off. I lose sight of her instantly as she ducks into the crowd. Growing up, I always knew that arcades were amazingly popular, but the reality of it all really didn't stick until being here at Max. Thousands of people all coming together for their love of games. It's actually pretty darn inspiring. I muster enough courage to wade my way through several hundred people in the main convention hall. Eventually, I find a safe space, a humble bench near the water fountains. I make this my home base while I wait for my friends. Since both Teo and Ashley are running late, I have some time to fully take in my surroundings, in a calmer fashion, of course. We're about to be attacked with an advertack. So, I'm going to take us to the protection of the Be Right Back screen. And I wish you all luck in dodging the ads. I cannot turn them off completely, so I funnel the attack to 1 period per hour. Anyway, see you in a few. Hello and welcome back to Max. I got myself a snack. It's actually been sitting around waiting for me to actually have it since Valentine's Day. I have resisted the gummy clusters since Valentine's Day. Okay. Everywhere I look, everything I see, it's all steeped in arcade culture. Booths are set up for all the major arcade companies, each table vying for the attention of the crowd. Some have spaces set up with stages, flashing lights, and people throwing t-shirts into lines of people. Can we talk about these lines for a second, though? There are lines for everything. Lines to play games, lines to go see a panel, lines to eat disgusting convention food, lines for the bathroom. There are even lines to get into other lines. And they all just wait there, standing, happily chittering amongst themselves. I have trouble waiting in line for 10 minutes at the whole story for a coffee, let alone waiting in line for 3 hours just to play a game that'll be released in 4 months. These people aren't even human anymore. Their perseverance is godlike. The sensory output here is overwhelming. People are shouting and laughing as they crowd areas. Music pumps out of several different booths, making it a weird mashup of notes and chiptunes. There's even a giant dinosaur that people can take selfies with. As I contemplate how I'm going to attract all these people to Funplexapalooza, I hear sounds of very loud and very upbeat music from behind me. I feel the bumping of the bass reverberate through my shoes, and I turn around. Harvard! Teo sets down a colossal boombox at his feet. I recognize the music now. It's from Showtime Stage, and Teo is bumping his signature song. I motion for him to turn down the music, and he complies. The last thing I need to do is lose my voice from shouting before I even get the chance to talk to anybody. Hey. Sorry, I'm late. I had some last-minute dance moves I had to incorporate into the routine. No worries, I just got here myself. Despite Max's many attempts to trample me, I have survived thus far. Yeah, it looks like you are significantly non-trampled. Nicely done. Don't congratulate me yet. We still have the rest of the day to endure. What's with the boombox, by the way? Oh, this? It's for the Showtime Stage gathering. There are going to be a couple hundred of us from all over the world. I didn't realize that there's Showtime Stage communities in other countries.
Absolutely.
We're actually the second biggest community. The largest is in Japan. Several players flew all the way from Tokyo just to be a part of our Showtime Stage flash mob. Is this really the best place for a flash mob? What? Yes, I want to join in. How did you even arrange this? I'm probably going to regret it. I admit, I've probably spent too much time watching videos of flash mobs, doing random stuff for upvotes, but they look like so much fun. And to take everyone by surprise like that, I want to see the looks on their faces. They flew from overseas to flash people. I want in. Harvard, it might be a little too late for that. I've been planning this for months, and it's taken coordination from all the leaders of all the Showtime groups. There was a lot of work from all sides to make this come together. Now all that's left is to actually do it. In fact, Harvard, you should come watch it. I was about to respond when a very elegantly dressed gentleman caught my eye. He wore a black proper tailcoat and an ornate sigil pinned to his breast. Accompanying his suit, he had fashioned himself with white, regal gloves. With a cloth draped over his arm, he held tightly onto an antique tea kettle. As he approached, the crowd parted like waves for Moses. There were oohs and ahs from onlookers, and people pulled out their phones to get a quick picture of him. Like the rest of the crowd, I was taken aback at how immaculate this butler was. Absolute perfection. I felt like I had time warped back to the 18XXs and about to have tea with royalty. 1800s? Come on, it's the 18XXs. He stepped up to me and Teo and gave us a slight bow. Normally, this would be ridiculously out of place, but not at an arcade convention. He's a character from a hot fighting game called Melee Maidens. It's all about ninja maids and battle butlers duking it out for the right to serve a fancy party or something. Oh my, I think I'm in love. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Something's familiar about this butler. This cosplayer is decked out in full butler regalia, teapot and all. I think I'll play along in this charade. Just in time, the dilithium crystals are busted and the replicators are on the fritz. Number one, make it so. Harvard, it's me. Huh? How does my mystery butler know my name? Do I have a stalker who's also a butler? What if we work together? Did Francine hire someone and not tell me about it? How long have Gavin, Naomi, and Ashley? Took you long enough, jeez. The confused look on your face. Priceless. Have you never seen Ashley's cosplay before? Possibly? Probably not. What's crossplay? It's when you cosplay as another gender. How do we not know? Oh, okay, Ashley, seriously, you look completely different. I didn't even recognize you. I'm sorry I let you think otherwise for a minute, but it was all in good fun. No worries, it's pretty impressive work. Oh, it's not impressive at all. I mean, I could have done a much better job at sewing the coattails, and I need to be like 5 inches taller, and I didn't go to the gym enough before this. You can't change any of that now, and honestly, it looks fine. Regardless, the cosplay parade is starting soon, and I need to get over there. You should come with me. Hey now, Harvard was going with me to the Showtime stage gathering. Well, whatever Harvard wants to do, it's his choice. That's fair. Either way, it'd be a good opportunity to promote Funplexapalooza to one crowd or the other. So would you like to come with me to the cosplay parade? Or join me in the flash mob? I'm not romancing either of them. So do I want cosplay or flash mob? Honestly, I'm gonna do cosplay because I find it more interesting. And because I'm not interested in romancing either of these characters. Then I would if it would let me. Huzzah! This way! Ashley led the way as we weaved between people in the crowd. We traveled through the largest exhibit hall to get to the cosplayer gathering. Ashley had mentioned it was in the Pac-Man TM theater, which meant risking our lives through the most densely packed hall of the entire con. And I thought the main hall was bad, but this was 1,000 times worse. At one point, they announced that the show floor had just opened up and a huge rush of people came straight for us. It gave me flashbacks to the one time I worked a shoe shop. Shoe shop retail over the holidays. Horror. Horror. Oh, come on. Shoe shop retail? Try working Toys R Us on the holidays. The gamer stampede came straight toward us. Wild eyes and groping hands. I thought for sure I was going to get trampled to death. continues to vibrate with spoilers. But at the last second, Ashley pulled me to safety. You gotta be more careful, Harvard. Don't lose sight of me. She points to her eyes and then back to mine. Our eyes now locked forever in a mystical eye-locking spell. Eventually, after several more attempts on my life, through various death by copious amounts of people, we made our way to the Pac-Man TM Theater. The theater was huge, capable of packing in several hundred people. I don't think I've ever seen the cosplay one. I think I've seen the flash mob before, but I don't think I've ever seen this one. Most of those seats were already taken too, and people were milling around the auditorium aisles. My floor attendant senses detected this as a fire hazard, but a huge stage had been set up in front of us where normally there'd be a table for the speakers, like in a panel discussion forum. Since the theater is so large, they placed projector screens on either side of the stage, so whatever is happening can be seen by those sitting in the back row. It's safe to assume that this is one of the auditoriums saved for the more popular panels, and now the cosplay parade? Ashley, what exactly is a cosplay parade? It said 15 characters max. This is max, clearly had more. I'm so glad you asked, Harvard.
Let's see.
It's where all the cosplayers get together, line up, and show off their latest creations for the masses on the theater stage up front there. Now that I think about it, kind of self-explanatory, right? Sometimes they even give prizes to the best cosplayers, but this one's pretty chill. No prizes? Not even a shiny plastic cup to heft over your head? Maybe one day. Today we are here to appreciate each other's talents and have fun. Before I can interject again, Ashley runs over to a person dressed as a maid. It looks very uniform to Ashley's butler cosplay. Maybe they're from the same game?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, I have to. I absolutely adore your Mia from Melee Madden. Melee Maidens. It's totally cute, and your sword, incredible. Thank you. I made it from craft foam and Warbler. It only took like 30 hours to do. Yes, Shadows, new emote. I may have to try and clean it up a little because it's a little hard to make out. But now I know. And it's yeah, it's literally handwriting from the 1800s that I removed the background from and recolored pink. So that's so professional looking. Dang. And I can't get over how dapper your Angus is. The details you put into his pocket watch are phenomenal. I actually found the watch at a thrift shop and then just molded the extra embellishments on with clay. This went on for some time. I felt it would be rude to interrupt Ashley when she's obviously having so much fun being a part of her community. As they continued to chat about making costumes, I noted that more and more cosplayers were filling into the theater. You should try it in Papyrus. No! For once in my life, I actually felt uncomfortable wearing my usual comfy as heck hoodie. I felt underdressed compared to all the Melee Maidens cosplayers. Seriously, was this a costume ball or a black tie gala? Not even mentioning the congregation of feathers, capes, prop weapons, and wings. And someone in a giant Moopy costume made out of square foam pixels! Percy would be delighted to see that. Moopy! For all the visual chaos, the vibe remained pretty chill and friendly, just folks sharing a common joy in dressing up as someone else. Eventually, Ashley parted from her conversation to check on me. Sorry, Harvard. Sometimes I get so swept up in it all. I get it. Back at the Funplex, you mentioned that you can only see some of your friends here at these cosplay events. Oh, yeah. Cosplayers travel all over, more than other gaming communities, I bet. Do you know everyone here? Oh, no, I mean, I know a good amount of people here, but everyone? Nah. It sure seems like you do. I've seen at least 30 people come up and compliment your butler. Hey, nice Angus. Love the tailcoat. Thankies. I didn't know she was gonna say it. There, see? See what I mean? You're mega popular. You think we can spin that into some kind of cosplay event at Funplexapalooza? Yay, great idea. We could have a real cosplay contest. And I'm gonna win. What's this? Competitive Ashley? You've been taking notes from Queen Bee, haven't you? What? Don't tell me you saw us practicing in the bathroom the other day. I didn't. But now I can't get that image out of my mind. We ladies gotta stick together. Ladies helping ladies. Our chuckles were interrupted by one of the Max attendants. If you are participating in the cosplay parade, I need you to gather in the backstage green room. I repeat, all cosplayers proceed to the green room. Like a slow herd of brightly colored sheep, Ashley and I moved into the next room to join the rest of the cosplayers. Wait, no, I don't belong there. When we got to the front of the line, the attendant stopped me dead in my tracks. Cosplayers only, no handlers unless you are visibly holding up something. Handlers? Oh, hey, Harvard? Ashley tilts her head as if to signal me to step aside. Excuse us, we'll be right back. If you want to be part of the parade, you have to be back here in the next 20 minutes. I step out of line and stand next to Ashley, who is digging through her bag. I was hoping it wasn't going to come to this, but I feel like this is our only option. Ashley pulls out a surprisingly fancy and elegant maid outfit. And then hands it to me. I need you to wear this. Yes, sign me up. I am made to order. Wait, you just happened to have this? I am not dressing up as a maid. Honestly, I want to know, like, you just happened to have this, but I am made to order. That is the cutest maid outfit I have ever seen. Look at all the frills. And I do have fondness for cute dresses and maids. Ashley, did you bring this specifically for me to wear? Yes. Sometimes handlers aren't allowed on the stage, and I needed to make sure I got you on stage with me. So I brought an extra cosplay just in case. Wait, why do I need to be on stage with you? That's awesome. I can't wait to try it on and see how I look. Wait, did you say stage? Why are we going up there? Because we need to spread the word about Funplexapalooza. What better way to do that than on stage in the biggest auditorium at the convention center of Max? Oh. Okay, I'm in. Let's find you someplace where you can change. We made our way to the nearest bathrooms and I changed into the maid outfit. I struggled to figure out all the clasps and what Velcros to what, but Ashley took the time to help me get situated. Once we were done, we headed backstage, which I'd say resembled the Funplex break room, but hey, same purpose, same function. But it's missing the penguin that says penguin there. Here, the cosplayers lie in wait for the big show to start, including one particular butler and a newly minted maid. Yeah, definitely losing my voice. You look so cute. I wish I looked half as cute as you do in this. But seriously, you're going to have to do this with me more often. You make a perfect Alice. Alice? Right, I forgot. You know nothing of Melee Maidens. Alice is the head maid for the Neko Manor. Okay. So Angus, that's me, and Alice, that's you, are siblings fighting alongside each other to prevent other maids and butlers from taking over their estate. They fight for Lady Nice. Oh, and I almost forgot. Ashley pulls out more costume stuff from her pack. This time it's a set of cat ears and a tail. Alice is a cat girl. Nice. Nice. What? But you don't have cat ears, and I thought we were siblings. Spoilers! You don't find out that they are siblings until after you beat Angus's story arc. When the game starts, Angus has amnesia, and after you win, Alice appears and tells you everything. Angus's power is unleashed, and he becomes his old Catboy self. It also unlocks an extra skin you can play with, but now we've gotten very far off track. Satisfied? Any more questions? I think that covers it. Ashley fastens the cat tail on the back of the maid dress and places the headband on my head. With the costume finalized, I take a long, hard look in the mirror. And OMGs. OMG, sweet. Cue the O emote. Fighting game lore is wild. I mean, it's easier to follow than Kingdom Hearts. I love that we retained our purple, our signature color. Oh, good. Katie and Steph are here. Who? They're a couple of my good cosplay friends, and they are way more talented than me, even. And they just happen to be the MCs for the cosplay parade. Ashley waves over to them and they smile, waving back. Kingdom Hearts is a little bit convoluted when you include all of the games in the storyline. And I mean all of the games, including the one that was only playable in web browsers. It's about darkness. Abyssal Icarus, hi! It's good to see you. I've missed so many Monday nights, so. I talked with them earlier. After the parade, they'll let us come up on stage and talk about Funplexapalooza. Explaining Kingdom Hearts is one of your favorite recurring desert bus conversations. I did finally buy it for Steam, so I'm gonna have to play it sometime on my computer. I've played them on my PlayStation, but now I have them on the computer. Whoa, really? Really? Thank you so much, Ashley. That'll help a ton. Yeah, it helps to know people sometimes. We found a few other cosplayers who dressed up as other Melee Maidens characters, and we all formed up into a group. Even though we were together, Ashley and I kept to ourselves, save for pleasantries. As we chatted away, the Max attendant came back to give us a final warning before we went on stage. Everyone listen up. We got 10 minutes before the parade. Make sure you're all ready to go. You've been dating a door? I know that's on my game randomizer / wheel. Or at least I think it is. The Kingdom Hearts rhythm game. I actually have not played that one yet. I just tried to like pop the list up and it was like, nuh-uh. So now I must fix it. Okay. I do not know why. Yeah, I don't know why Stream Deck is being a butt lately. Especially because. Anyway. I don't know, maybe it was working. I thought it was. I thought it was on there. I have it. I haven't played it yet. Anywho, now that I have completely derailed myself, Shadows, it's up to you. I think I'm experiencing performance anxiety. My heart rate's increased and I feel flushed. This pressure to look perfect is too much. Ashley, do I look okay? Are my ears on straight? What about the tail? You look fine, trust me.
Amazing!
You were the best Catgirl maid I've ever seen. I bet you say that to all your cosplay friends. I don't. Honest. Well, I think that your, what did you call it, crossplay? It's fantastic. Why did you choose to crossplay as Angus anyway? I would have expected you to be one of the other fancy maids.
I crossplay because that's what makes me feel most comfortable. At first, I dressed as various boys because I adored those characters so much, you know? But the more I did it, the more I had fun with it. The more I began to feel like me. And then I wanted to do it more and more. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that means in relation to who I am, and that's the confusing part. But I guess that's all part of the journey about finding out more about myself. I know it's hard to understand, but just know that I'm working on being happy with myself. And one day, I'll be able to put words into what I'm feeling. But until then, I'll enjoy the ride.
I see. Hope I didn't pressure you into oversharing just now.
I wouldn't have shared it if I didn't feel comfortable with you. I mean this with all my heart. You are a cherished friend.
Gosh, thanks, Ashley. I really appreciate the trust you put in me. Won't let you down. Cosplayers, the time is nigh. Once again, the attendants started barking orders at us. We all shuffled into another line, like how we were told to do earlier, and slowly we all began filing out of the room. The closer we got to the stage doors, the more I feel the nerves creep in. We are next. Melee Maidens Group. Go. Now. Ashley looks over at me, just beaming. This is her life. Her everything. Is the attendant a dog? I don't know. Take a deep breath, Harvard. I close my eyes, taking in as much air as I can. I hold it in for a long moment before exhaling. I open my eyes slowly and take a step into the Pac-Man TM Theater and onto the stage. I'm following Ashley, who is following the rest of the maid and butler crew. They're barking orders. Points. Once all of us are on stage, the MCs announce us as the Melee Maidens Group. As I look out in front of us, I can see a completely packed theater. It's hard to make out specific faces due to the stage lights, but I can see the outline of hundreds of people. A rush of adrenaline surges through my body, and I look over to Ashley. A proper butler, she takes each step with purpose and elegance. She isn't breaking character for anything. Not all the cheers in the audience, not all the people smiling and laughing around her. She is Angus, and she's owning it. The announcers ask us to strike a pose on 3, 2, 1. Let's see. It is a fighting game, but it's also definitely a fan service Japanime fighting game. I lean over, hand on my hip, whilst giving a coy expression and a wink to the audience. We finish holding our poses long enough for everyone in the audience to get a good amount of pictures of us. And once a sufficient amount of snaps have been snapped, an MC instructs us to stay on the stage, passing Ashley a microphone for the big Funplexapalooza announcement.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It means so much to us that you could join my sister Alice and I here at Neko Manor. As you know, we adore organizing exorbitant galas at Lady Nyeiss. I'm gonna stumble every time. Lady Nyeiss' estate. However, Alice and I are planning a very extravagant event at a very extravagant location. Go on, Alice. Tell them everything. Ashley hands the mic to me. Watching her never break character has inspired me to play along too, even though I have no idea who this character is. That's right, Angus. Next weekend, we will be hosting a costume contest at Francine's Arcade Funplex at the Twin Pines Mall. It's all part of Funplexapalooza, along with a Fist of Discomfort tournament, a world record attempt on Moopy's Magical Maze, and the reveal of a rare and mysterious game. Oh my, first time the public will have seen it? You know it, brother. This isn't the event to miss. It will be the most noteworthy event of the season. And remember, this is a private affair, so please only tell your closest friends. Ashley winks to the audience before bowing. Another rush of cheers fills the theater as we walk off stage for a second time. The MCs give their closing words and dismiss the audience. As people begin exiting the auditorium, I feel my phone vibrate in my hidden dress pocket. At first, it was just a couple vibrations, but before I could realize what was happening, my phone started seizing. What the? I pulled my phone from my pocket and saw that the Funplex's face wall had over 1,000 shiny new likes. No, really, what the hell?
Hey, listen.
The cosplay parade is a huge part of every Max and generates thousands of photos and articles online. Also, it was being live streamed. Ashley, you failed to mention that part. Well, you seem so nervous, and I didn't want to make it worse.
Good work.
And that act you pulled just now has generated a 700% increase in traffic on our site. I also gobbled up some paid keywords, so if anyone posts about cosplay at Max, they will see an ad for Funplexapalooza. Pretty genius, right? It's like when you click on images of maid outfits while you're surfing the internet, and then see an ad for buying one right on your face wall. Oh, it looks like you finally got one. Busted! Iris, stop looking at my browser history.
Bad command or file name?
But that's deeply embedded within my program. Why is there bow tie digital? I don't think it is. I'm not sure. Fine, just keep that private, okay? Done. Quickly, I scanned my own face wall, and even people I knew who weren't arcaders were talking up a storm about it. I also could hear cosplayers discussing it as we waited for the auditorium to clear out. Excited Rando, I can't wait till next weekend. That Funplexapalooza thing sounds like a blast. Otaku Rando, I am totally going to that Funplex place. Cosplaying Rando, do I want to wear my next cosplay there? Ashley, Harvard, we did it! I had lots of help from you too, Ashley. Don't count yourself out. We make a pretty good team. It was great to hear all the buzz around the cosplay community, and Iris really helped with the social media aspect. I can't believe it was that easy. I mean, tiring, but easy. Oh, Abyssal, you're fine. Don't worry. That was great fun and all, but I am completely exhausted. Me too. I need a break from all this. Some time to collect my thoughts and rest my eyes from all those flashing lights. I'm still seeing spots. You hear that Gavin and Naomi are running a pop-up arcade for the Funplex? A bunch of other local arcades are doing the same over in Hall B. It might be worth stopping by there for a breather with some friends. Hey, it might be nice to have the flyers there. And make sure they aren't slacking. That sounds like a solid plan. You want to come with me? Not quite yet. I need to do some touch-ups on my makeup. How about I meet you there later? Great. See you soon. I wave bye to Ashley as I make my way toward the restrooms to get changed back into my usual clothes for the time being. And then it's off to Exhibit Hall B, on the lookout for Gavin's serious face or Naomi's kind one. Let's see. Exhibit Hall B. It very much resembles Exhibit Hall A, where I started my day. Industry types, dealers, swag, crowds. There's definitely more actual arcade games here, as local places have set up pop-up arcades all over the place. It's hard to notice the smaller displays with the giant, garish Deco's Palace display eating up the center, but I managed to crawl my way around the edges to find... Well now, pretty much everybody else in the crew save for Francine! You're immediately drawn to Gavin. I'm not particularly fond of Gavin myself, but that's fine. They're in here for a reason, because somebody's gonna like him. Teo and Ashley are still off hanging out with their respective communities. I've got some time. Maybe I can bend someone's ear. Meanwhile, let's see. What's everybody doing right now? Gavin's reading the news, bored out of his mind. Naomi's fixing up a busted Galaga. She could use a break. Percy's idly playing a round of Nibbler. Queen Bee is between matches in her tournament. We all know which one I'm picking. Percy's poking his way around the mazes of Nibbler, TM, but without the gusto he normally reserves for Moopy. Hey, Percy.
Hello.
Good to see you, Harvard. So, how goes your day? Any way I can help? Actually, right now I'm thinking of taking a break from being the Funplexapalooza hypes person. You want to talk or something? I mean, if you're not busy. Oh, I don't chase Nibbler scores. The fellow who holds this record deserves to hold it for some time to come. I'm just goofing off, I suppose. Right. Shall we depart? The two of us find a semi-quiet spot between two display booths and take a breather from all the digital hustle and bustle of the arcade scene. Anyway, Nibbler TM's no Moopy. It lacks the depth of a good Moopy run, in my humble opinion. So, aside from Nibblering, how's Max treating you? Can't complain. Some good retro games on display, a few rares, a few imports. I'm always happy with the diversity of titles available here. Does Percy know he's holding random buttons in the air? I assume he does. I don't know. I've come to Max every year since, well, since Stella passed away, I suppose, since I inherited her love of arcade games. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to drag that up again. Oh, no need to apologize. The fact remains that Max is quite a spectacle, yes? Quite a spectacle, yes? And I do so love the games here, just like Naomi. Honestly, I was thinking of trying to buy one from its owner. Buy it and donate it to the Funplex. I've no room in my tiny little flat for a game, but if I can give it a good home, why not? That way Gavin can't complain, yes? At worst, it's taking up a slot on the floor and some wattage per month. Everybody walks away happy. Money well spent, eh? Does the fluffy collar look grabbable to anyone else? Oh yes, it does. Okay, now a lot of little bits of Percy's backstory just aren't fitting together. What's the best way to phrase this? You don't need to spend your hard-earned cash on us. We're happy just having you around the Funplex. If you can toss around the green like that, why live in a tiny little flat? How do you earn all that money anyway? You mentioned day trading, but... Oh, definitely number one. Percy, buying Naomi a game would be a kindness, to be sure, but don't feel you have to do it. I know a lot of folks in the gaming industry see someone like you as a whale they can milk for every dollar, but you should keep your money. We're doing fine. It's only dosh, love. What's the point of it if it's not being spent on something you love? And I love the Funplex, and if it's not too forward of me, you and everyone there. But you just said you live in a tiny place. Couldn't you afford something better? Something more comfortable? Lord Portico! Thank you very, very much for the 62-month resubscription. Also, Shadows. I completely missed it when you popped in, but thank you for the 15 stream streak. It should be 9:30, I believe. I suppose I may as well explain. You know I've little care for money, despite having plenty thereof. That's because I was never earning it with intent to spend a single pence on myself. It was for Stella. All of it. Every pound and every dollar. Oh. When we finally understood why she'd always been weak and sickly, my parents searched far and wide for a heart specialist that could cure her. But the only one who'd work with pediatric patients was in America, and my family certainly couldn't afford anything like that. Not the travel, not the treatments. They'd already spent everything they had on my tuition. I'd be the first Sinclair to get through university. I dropped out immediately, but it wasn't enough. And with the American healthcare system being what it is, well, I decided to take action. And the fiercest look I'd ever seen on the ordinarily mellow features of Percy Sinclair made itself known. Ooh, look at that face. Harvard, you know firsthand that our society can be rough on those without the means to survive. The poor apparently don't deserve good health, according to some. So I decided not to be poor. By my intellect, I set those wheels in motion. Just as Stella put her mind to mazes, I put my mind to money. I studied, I researched, I practiced with small amounts of seed money. I lost and took out loans and tried again and again. I only slept and ate as much as I had to. This was my singular defining purpose in life, to save Stella from a world that happily dooms the sick and the poor. Within months, the loans were paid, and I was growing the war chest for my dear sister's battle. We immigrated to America together, my parents choosing to stay behind. And with plenty of zeros on hand, the doctors were all too happy to admit Stella for their treatment program. There's pride in his voice now, satisfaction at a job well done, which tapers away rather quickly.
And it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I'm way off on his accent, but I knew that, so.
I told you that part of the story. She passed a few years ago. Simply too far gone to survive. If only I'd been faster, if only I'd been richer, if only we'd caught her condition sooner. If only. I am truly God's fool. Having lost the very thing I was trying to save, and yet with so much comfortable money to sleep on, how bitter I felt.
Abyssal, why do you hate him? He worked hard to raise money to pay for his sister's medical treatments, and now he's just really sad because he has all the money, but his sister died. So he worked really hard to get the money she needed for the medical treatments, and then she died, and he's just left with all this money he doesn't actually want. Well, it depends on where you are outside the US, but apparently they couldn't. I don't know. I see. It was never for you. It was always meant for her.
Indeed. All for her. Therefore, I'm all too happy to use what I've gathered to make the world around me a better place. It can't have been for nothing. It can't.
As for me, I don't need much in life. I don't mind living frugally, honestly, and my day trading plus long-term investments continue to keep things floating. So you've devoted your free time to that high score in her memory. It's silly, I know, silly, and sentimental. Suppose I'm just a silly and sentimental old fool, and I'm okay with that. So... We're going for it. What's a guy got to do to get in on the Percy Sinclair Philanthropy Fund? I'm multi-talented. I could brush your teeth for you or fetch your slippers. You're a kidder, you are. I've pledged to mix my charitable optimism with investment pragmatism. I can't save everyone, and I can't uplift every cause. I look for maximum effect, promising charities making an impact, and dreams which could soar if supported. So, as much as I'd likely enjoy being the Funplex's patron, well, we're too risky an investment right now. Apologies, love, but quite on the money there. That's why I'm here at Max, promoting Funplexapalooza. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the Funplex on the map. Not just for my own sake, but for everybody, including you. And I'll be right there, beating the world record. You've got my word on that, Harvard. That's my contribution, for now. And you know, twice you've let me talk your ear off with my sad stories. That's a kindness I won't soon forget. But for now, I really should be getting back to Max. Perhaps you'll allow me to weep on your shoulder another day. Count on it. Cheers, love. The two of us make our way back to the mini Funplex. Him to resume gaming, me to catch up with Teo and Ashley again. I got to, it was like the first time that the game didn't give me a multiple choice. it gave me a default name that it put in, Funplex Rising, but let me change it to whatever I wanted, 15 characters or less. So I made it Funplexapalooza. That was me. My current status, sitting. And enjoying it. It took a few minutes of searching and stalking, but eventually I found an open seat in the pop-up arcade. While the sit is satisfying, the rest of everything else is miserable. My feet are sore from walking all over, and I don't remember the last time I ate. I feel dehydrated and I have a slight headache from all the noise. And there are still 4 more hours of Max left. Oh, if Gavin saw me in my current state, leaning back, arms at my side, completely exhausted, I can picture it clearly. He'd be looming over me with his dark, unfettered eyes. He would lean in close and frown, grumbling. He'd say, "Harvard, may I remind you, these seats are for patrons only." I audibly sighed just thinking about it. As luck would have it, though, Gavin and Naomi are huddled over the Galaga TM cabinet, trying to figure out why the monitor's not working. Freedom. My buns are experiencing the best freedom has to offer. And while my body feels like it could collapse at any moment, I feel good about it. All the swag from the conference, yeah. Right? Getting the word out about Funplexapalooza was great. Seeing people's face light up with excitement is why I'm really here. Plus, spending time with Ashley was an added bonus. She certainly got passion to spare. I smiled to myself. The pain in my heels and the grumbling in my tummy, worth it. While enjoying the respite, I let my eyes close for a moment, and of course, the second I do that, I hear footfalls closing in. There you are, Harvard. We've been looking all over for you. But we were specifically going to meet back up here at the Funplex pop-up arcade. Yes, but we didn't expect you to be tucked in the darkest corner of the arcade. I'm hiding from Gavin. He'll put me to work if he sees me. Hiding behind the pinball machines is probably not the smartest choice then. You know how much he loves pinball. Every spare moment he thinks no one is watching him is spent getting that high score. I have so many candid pictures on my phone of him playing pinball. You have to show me. Like right now. Yes! His concentration face is so cute. Before I can even react, Ashley has her phone out and is scrolling through pictures of Gavin. Both look up at me guiltily. Don't we have more important matters? Max is over in a few hours, and we still have a lot of work left to do. You're right, Harvard. Please don't tell Gavin. Your secret is safe with me. Right. So, business time. I think I got something. Go on. I have a friend, and she's an indie arcade developer. The new title she's been working on is amazing. It's got co-op, it's got competition, it's got magical schoolgirls. Now you're talking. It's got it all. Wait, I'm pretty sure I've heard of this game. Is it called Magical Moon Cuties? Yeah, that's the one. She's thinking about premiering it at Funplexapalooza. Oh my gosh, it would be cooler than cool. It sounds interesting enough. Might make for another fun game for people to play. No! We're about to be hit with another advertac. Because if I don't limit them to once an hour, they will bombard people at random intervals. Like when they're first joining. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen, and I will see you shortly. Hello! It's me down here in the corner. Welcome in, everybody, from Painting Pirates channel. How was your stream? I hope it went well. And indeed, if you're not following Painting Pirate, I encourage you to do so. You'll get wonderful content, such as painting things, Final Fantasy, all influencer wrestling, and just, whatever else he's got going on, because it's always good. It's often while I'm streaming, so I have to watch on VODs, but it is well worth the follow. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am Rogan. This is my channel. It is Monday night, and I am currently playing a game that was from the game randomizer list of things that viewers said I should play by spending channel points and putting it on the randomizer. So we're playing Arcade Spirits right now. Wednesdays I do an archives stream, literally an archives stream where we look at things from an actual archives. And Saturday I'm currently playing Blueprints. So welcome in. Hi DC. Okay. That's Rogan in the corner. That Rogan in the spotlight, losing his religion. It used to literally be a wheel. But I just have not been happy with any of the spin wheel things that are out there. And I've been trying to figure out what bot I want to use, it just became a hassle. So now I just roll dice in chat. It still randomizes it. Date Everything looks really fun. I have it. I have yet to play it. And I love Blueprints because I love the puzzle games. Oh no, I said too much. Haven't said enough. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the game. Pretty Witchery, hello. Okay. Definitely, my friend is somewhat renowned in the indie scene, and the game's been in development for years. I'm sure it would create some buzz at least. Are you kidding, Teo? We'd be the talk of the arcade world. I do like being the talk of world-sized things. Let's go check it out. I stand up, invigorated by the news. As I start walking back toward the hall with Teo, I hear a call from behind me. Wait! I turn around and see Ashley standing there fidgeting. Her green eyes are darting back and forth nervously. Ashley? I do have a plan. She motions for us to come back toward her, which we do. What's your idea, Ashley? She puts an arm around Teo and the other one around me, huddling the three of us together. What I'm proposing might not be the most legal course of action. Do I even want to know? You've seen the huge monitors hanging from the ceiling in the middle of all the major halls, right? How could I miss them? They're constantly bombarding us with ads and false hopes of high-quality convention food. Puddleglum, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. No matter how amazingly tempting that $9 hot dog looks on the big screen, don't even think about it. Exactly my point. Everyone is looking at it. I know a way to sneak into the back area. All we have to do is break into the main communication center and upload the flyer Harvard made into the rotation.
Whoa!
You want to do what? Shh, keep your voice down, Teo. Unless you want to get arrested for being an accomplice. Yes, Shadows. $9 hot dogs. But watch for the ghost in the rotation. It's a genius plan. Everyone at Max will see our name in lights. Okay, but why don't we just have Iris do it for us, and then we're not breaking in at all? Ish. Okay, so yeah, that's a less than legal way of getting the word out, but I have to admit, you've got me intrigued. And it'd definitely work, but I don't know. Trust me.
What
Of course, we need to go in disguise. I'm already nicely disguised, but Harvard would need to switch into something way more distracting. Why more distracting exactly? To distract from your face, of course. What I'm trying to say is people will remember the costume, not the person wearing it. Which means Maid Harvard Brides again! I knew it. Come on, you did so great on stage. Think of this as your encore. How about it? Let's not forget about magical moon cuties. It's a valid alternative. Both options are valid, honestly. Splashy advertising would certainly drive foot traffic, even if getting it up there would be dodgy. Importantly, Iris could help us do it safely without anyone noticing, safer than Ashley going off on her own to try this inadvisable stunt. But a highly anticipated indie title might do the trick and result in far less jail time. Ashley, you got this. You don't need any help from me. Honestly, I don't feel like getting carted off to jail today. It's not on my scheduled agenda. Plus, I'm pretty sure Ashley can handle breaking and entering all by herself. All by herself. Don't wanna be all by herself. Sorry. And yes, I do realize how wrong that sounds, even in my own head. I bet you've seen plenty of heist anime, so much that you can sneak into the Natural History Museum and steal the world's biggest Fabergé egg in the middle of the day. How would you get a Fabergé egg from the Natural History Museum? I can't think of any reason why the Natural History Museum would have a Fabergé egg. Oh no! Oh wow. The bot did not like the length of your post, Abyssal. $9? That thing had better be made from free-range natural named meat, not named Fido, with an artisan bun with sourdough that's older than I am, and then the toppings need to be hand-sliced sauerkraut, caramelized onions, diced pickles, dill, a drizzle of rye butter-based ketchup, and finally roasted mustard sauce. And even then, I'll be raising an eyebrow, and it had better be big. I agree. $9 is way too much. I got like 12 bobby pins holding this wig on. I won't let you down. I know you won't. And please try to be careful. Ashley smiles wildly before prancing off into a crowd of arcade folk. You can stop worrying, Harvard. Ashley knows exactly what she's doing. That's why I'm worried. Fair enough. Well, shall we go see a lady about an indie game? We shall. Honestly, Abyssal, my favorite are Vianda Fire Dogs. The fact that I have a favorite type of hot dog. I'll never hear bobby pins the same way again after Date Everything. Oh my. As we left the pop-up and traveled deep into the halls of Max, people kept stopping us to say hello to Teo. We'd be happily on our merry little way and then get interrupted by a random person. Oh man, it's Teo! How are you doing? Great, but hey, we're on our way to meet with someone. Let's catch up later. Cool, laters. And this happened every couple minutes. Walking through the convention hall was like walking through a field of landmines, where instead of explosions, it was uncomfortable introductions to people I will probably never see again. Eventually, Teo leads me back to a section of arcade games hidden behind all the major companies' booths, near where he held his dance flash mob. What they set up here is mostly reminiscent of the rest of Max. Arcade cabinets are closely lined up side by side, making several aisles for gamers to aimlessly wander down. I would have expected to be more used to pushing my way through throngs of crowds by now, but no. Teo and I force our way through huddled masses of chittering conversations. As I look around at all the different arcade games that surround us, we notice something's off. Oh, you're gonna look for a Vienna Fire Dog? There are exactly 0 titles that I actually recognize. Oh, Scrandle. I thought you were looking for the hot dog. No Dig Dug TM, Gauntlet TM, nor Street Fighter TM. Not even a hint of a pinball game. I was starting to get concerned. Teo, where in Max are we? This is the Indie Mega Arcade. Well, originally they called it the Indie Mega Arcade Expo, but then IMAX TM sued them. The what? That didn't explain anything to me. What are all these weird games? I understand nothing. If you hush those alluring lips of yours for a second, I'll be more than happy to explain. Okay, I'm hushing now. Totally and completely hushed. Now, where was I? Yes, the Indie Mega Arcade is a huge area of Max that showcases all the new and upcoming indie arcade games. Indie developers get a chance to show off their stuff, get useful feedback, and maybe get a few people interested in their game along the way. That's the dream of the indie dev, to make a game that people enjoy playing. I really don't know much about the indie arcade scene, admittedly. Working at the Funplex offers me a crash course in arcade culture. Every day I'm learning about completely new aspects. It does make perfect sense to have an indie game scene. I just never realized that it existed. It's pretty amazing, actually. A community of people who share ideas and a passion. Can't afford mass production runs of games, but they've got a lot of heart, you know? They can't crank out a box for every arcade on Earth, but indie developers are free to make whatever type of game they want. Abyssal, it was great having you join. Go get some rest. I will see you again another time. No pressure from a big name company either. Complete and utter creative freedom. Really, anyone can make a game if you put your mind to it. In fact, I bet even you, Harvard, could make an arcade game. What say you? My game would be spectacular. Don't we have other things to focus on right now? I've always been the idea guy. Ever since I was a kid, I've been dreaming up game ideas. Like this zombie-themed fighter or a train driving racer. I got tons of them, just waiting to be turned into a fully fledged game. I used to draw out intricate arcade game levels on paper too. Being surrounded by hardworking individuals at the Funplex only enriched that fantasy. I mean, I can't code or draw, but I can always dream up new ideas. Teo, you don't even know. I've got so many ideas swimming in my head for a game. Oh yeah? What would you make first? I would make... a romance game, a super cute puzzle game, a roguelike procedurally generated open world twin stick platformer with loot boxes. I designed a super cute puzzle game. If there is one genre of game that's easy to replicate, it's a puzzle game. Give it a good theme and people will be drawn to the aesthetics and mental challenge. I bet a simple match 3 game would be fairly easy to make. I'd want an appealing design, something really super adorable to catch the eye, maybe some bedazzling jewels or crushing candy or something. People would sink hundreds of tokens in to continue playing. Exactly. Highly addictive, highly profitable, but also highly fun. Fun is the ultimate point of a game, right? I like it.
All right.
Well, if you ever get super bored of being an arcade event manager, I can hook you up with all the proper people to launch your second career. What do you mean? Oh, I have some friends who make arcade games for a living. Some friends? As soon as I said it, I became overtly aware of the situation. Since we stepped foot into the Indie Mega Arcade, people have been waving and nodding to Teo, not to mention all those people stopping us on the way to get over here. I'd say more than some friends. You're a popular guy.
What? Come on.
What?
Silly.
Come on, that's silly. Sorry. I talked over him. He waves his hand, waving off the very notion that I know to be true. Everyone knows who he is, and I had no idea. Teo's always been such a crowd pleaser at Showtime stage, but I guess his popularity spread to all facets of his life. Dance champion and indie arcade scene champion, huh?
I try to keep my friends' circles pretty separate. Sometimes it's not always perfect and they tend to overlap. You know, like a Max.
Yes, I gave him a very surfer dude voice, but that's not really what he has.
But hey, it's got upsides. All my friends are here. The biggest downside of Max is just so hard to see everyone. I never get to spend enough time with them, you know? I got friends here in the Indie Mega Arcade. I got my Funplex crew. I got the dancing community. I just can't see them all. And when I can't see them, I feel like I let them down. I hate having to choose between them. Once again, I've failed my friends. You know, it's a surprise anyone still talks to me anymore.
Teo sighs heavily. His mood shifted from excitement to utter solace. The cool, collected Teo is showing a side I've not seen yet. I guess he's able to experience emotion other than joy. Confirmed. Teo is not a joy robot. But this isn't right. Sad Teo is worst Teo. As his friend, I must fix this. No! Validate! Don't fix! You can't please everyone, Teo. Allow me to boost your ego. You haven't let me down. Teo puts too much pressure on himself. With the amount of people he knows, it's physically impossible to see everyone. There is literally no way you can meet and hang out with every single person you know. If you had given 15 minutes time to the amount of people I've seen you say hello to, it would take you an entire day to get through them. You exaggerate. Teo, if there's one thing you can be sure of, it's that Harvard doesn't exaggerate. I only observe and state the objective facts. Usually. Tough only seeing the people you care about every once in a while, but you've been doing a great job. I've seen so many of your friends stop and say hello to you. Plus, they completely understood when you told them you were busy. Not one left without a smile on their face. They really care about you. You know what, Harvard? You're right. The more I hang out with Teo, the more I learn about him. It's always something new and something unexpected. Let's bring this back around to why we're here. How did you get involved in the indie arcade scene anyway? Through Michelle, the indie developer I wanted you to meet. I met her a few years ago at a previous Max. I was hanging out with my crew near the dancing games and she stopped by to play around. Since she was new to the scene, I struck up a conversation with her. Much like when I met you. Ah, so there was plenty of flirting then. I cannot help myself when surrounded by such beautiful, wonderful people. And Michelle makes indie arcade games. She's only one of the coolest and most prolific arcade gamers in the industry today. She's worked on several big name indie games, and when she's not working, she's speaking all over the world about arcade development. Color me impressed. Sounds like Michelle is the sort of influential person who could really help with Funplexapalooza. She really is. I'm what now, Mateo Alvarez? Oh, Michelle, only the worst person I've ever met. As to be expected from somebody of your caliber. Touché. I was just looking for you, by the way. Well, I'm glad I found you then. What is on your mind? I wanted to introduce you to Harvard. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is mine. It took me a second, but Michelle totally looks like, uh-oh. You aren't perchance also a federal agent? This is it. I'm doomed. It was a setup. I'm about to be renditioned to a CIA black site. Who, me? No way. Although my sister, well, wait, federal agent? I don't recall a federal agent. I can neither confirm nor deny what she does for a living. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. I must shut up now and focus on arcade stuffs. I think what Harvard is trying to say is that you seem to have a very confident and authoritative expression. That's all. Yeah, I figured it was the mansion shadows, but I don't remember it. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. Got it on the nose. Thanks, Teo. Sure. Okay, let's go with that. Anyway, I spoke with Teo earlier in the day, and he told me you had a business proposition. Consider me all ears. Allow me to elaborate. Harvard here was recently appointed as the event manager for the Funplex. Congrats. That's the cute little mom and pop place where Teo gets his groove on, right? I would categorize it as more like a grandma and grandpa kind of arcade. It's not the fanciest one out there, but it's got heart. I like an arcade with a good heart. It reminds me of my youth. The good old days, when you walk into your home away from home, quarter up and enjoy the company. But I digress, getting too swept up in memories. Tell me more about the proposal. Harvard is putting on a special event at the Funplex called Funplexapalooza. It's a celebration of the arcade scene. Oh, I will. We're going to have... I don't understand what "oh, I will" was in response to, but okay. We're going to have high score competitions, esports stuff, mystery game reveals, the works. I'm going all out on it. And Teo, I take it you're doing a dance event as well? He is, but it'd be great if we could add one more thing to the list. Maybe the premiere of a new indie game? Le gasp! Could you possibly mean my game, Magical Moon Cuties? If you'll allow us the honors. Have I given you the elevator pitch yet? All I know is there are magical schoolgirls and I'm intrigued. It's a competitive, cooperative puzzle game where people have to work together to match all the magical orbs before their opponents can. Think 3-player magical drop TM, but with combo attacks. Everyone plays as a different, adorable, magical schoolgirl, hence the cuties part. That sounds better than the last time I heard it. Right? I'm pretty excited to share Magical Moon Cuties to the world. I've mostly been doing some very selective demos for media outlets today, but so far the general public hasn't been allowed to play it. I'm looking for the perfect place and time to release it. Big publicity would mean I might land a manufacturing contract or a publisher, so I could do a wide release. Funplexapalooza might be a good choice for that, but I'm going to need a little more convincing. What else you got? Okay, Harvard, don't blow this. You're connected with Teo. It's all about the heart of the arcade. We're going at the heart of the cards. Michelle had mentioned earlier she likes an arcade that has heart and soul. I should appeal to that. You aren't going to find an arcade that has more spirit than the Funplex. Everyone who frequents there, employees and patrons alike, want nothing more than for this event to succeed. This is our chance to show the world our dreams. We've been pouring all of our combined energy into making Funplexapalooza victorious. Thank you, Purduitry and Detective Zen, Teo, myself, all the staff, all the gamers. With magical moon cuties on our side, we can just bring even more heart to this affair. It's the perfect fit for the kind of friendly atmosphere we want, bringing people together. Oi, you got me right in the feels. Plus, I really want to play magical moon cuties too. Fair enough, I was just sassing you anyway. After I discussed it with Teo, I already knew I was going to show magical moon cuties at the Funplex. Love that enthusiasm though. Really? Really, I mean, it's either the Funplex or Deco's Palace, and while Deco is the heavyweight champion of the arcade world, it's not a good fit for my dreams. Great, so it's settled? I think so. I know so. Magical Moon Cuties will have its first playable showing at to the public at Funplexapalooza. I'll haul my prototype cabinet over to your arcade the day before, so you can get it set up. I'd appreciate you keeping it hidden until the event, though. Already bought a mystery concealing tart for our rare game release. Heck, what's one more mystery concealing tart between friends? This will be an event to remember, and I'm thrilled. I can't wait to share the news with everyone. Harvard, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. But I should really be thanking you. Rando publicist. Sorry to cut this convo off, but Michelle, your next interview is here. It's Mark from Hexagon. Mark, Hexagon, got it. It's so hard to keep track of all these different media outlets. Harvard, it's been great. My people will call your people, or whatever they do these days. Oh, expect your social media to explode later today. Ta-ta! And in a flash, Michelle wandered back into a crowd of people, her friend leading her into the next interview, leaving me standing in shock, unable to believe what had happened. A top indie designer premiering at my event. I imagined the adorable smiling faces of anime magical schoolgirls. I could practically hear them cheering me on. I knew everything would be okay. This is my life? Huh? Oh, nothing, just musing to myself. Out loud, nonetheless. No worries, I do that all the time. Mostly when I'm alone, though.
Love it.
But overall, that went really well. I'm glad that Michelle was really excited to bring her game to the Funplex. Me too. Honestly, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. What with Ashley helping me with the hype at the cosplay contest, I feel like Funplexapalooza is going to be amazing. That's the spirit. I never doubted you for a second. I was about to reply with a totally witty retort about doubting in time. However, we were interrupted by the sounds of a bell chime. The hall will be closing in 30 minutes. It's over already? And I was just getting started. I'd barely seen anything yet. I could do this for at least another 4 hours. I am frightened and confused as to how you still have so much energy left, Teo. I amaze even myself sometimes. As for me, I was exhausted, allowing yawns to escape my mouth. Well, I'm officially pooped and ready to go home. I still wanted to squeeze in a couple more games before the hall closes. They are going to have to drag you out of the hall once it closes, aren't they? Kicking and screaming. Thanks for your help with Funplexapalooza today. That's what friends are for. And I'm glad to have you as a friend. Ditto. See you back at the arcade, Harvard. With our pleasantries exchanged, I left Teo to finish the dying seconds of Max in the Indie Mega Arcade. All in all, hey look, our poster on the big screens. A successful day.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Harvard, you have a new text message. Operation Hot Dog Takedown, mission complete, asset extracted and heading home for a leisurely bath and some anime. Huh? She hacked the video signs and snuck away.
Good work.
Look at the screens, our flyer's airing there now. Wow, I didn't know Ashley was a hacker. Maybe we should swap tips. I'd like the Funplex to commit fewer felonies rather than more, Iris. Aww, okay. Right, time to head home. I promised I would meet Juniper just outside the main exit of the hall, and that's exactly where I was headed. The rush of fresh air hit me as I pushed the double glass doors open. It was nice, refreshing, and I had a much better smell than the one I had been around all day. I didn't have to wait long until I saw Juniper. She bounced happily up to me. So, how was your first Max, Harvard? It was... The amount of support I got from my friends today was amazing. I know I can always count on them, and I feel like we've bonded closer as friends. I can't wait to go back next year. As to be expected with a convention, although in your case, you really outdid yourself and got smacked with 300% of what anyone else would have, yeah? How do you figure? Well, most people drop by Max, play some games, maybe attend a panel or two, do some shopping. They're here to be catered to. You, on the other hand, were doing the catering, and like any good caterer, that means spinning plates and doing 12 different things at once. You found interesting ways to push Funplexapalooza and promote the Funplex as a whole. You worked your butt off to do it, so rather than attending Max, you were Max. Sure feels that way, I'm totally drained. I kinda envy you, you know? It sounds like you had some great adventures today, other than designing that flyer. I didn't do that much beyond playing a few games and buying cute t-shirts and stuff, but let me tell you, they are really super cute shirts. I'm glad I could support you though, even if it was just, you know, by doodling up a flyer. It's hardly a doodle, you did great work designing it. Trust me, you're better off not being a caterer, it was rough. Hey, don't sell yourself short. That flyer looked super professional. I mean, no Fun Comic Sans, but still pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Harvard. I really enjoy doing stuff like that. I don't exactly get a lot of opportunities at the office to express myself. Okay, let's get home and get some real rest. We've both earned it. In fact, I'd say we took it, Juniper don't, to the max! After that moment, the rest of the evening was a blur. I knew that Juniper and I took the train back home, heated up some pizza bagels, and I safely made it into my comfy bed. I think I was still in shock. At the beginning of this day, I thought that no one was going to know about Funplexapalooza. We'd be stuck as a relatively unknown mom-and-pop arcade, but now it seems like the whole world knows. Which is great, but also pretty nerve-wracking. I sighed heavily, letting all my mixed emotions flow over me. There was no turning back now. What I said in motion will stay in motion. It can only get bigger and better from here. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself as I drift to sleep. I'm proud of what I accomplished today, and I can't wait to tell everyone at the Funplex about all I've done. I hope they are proud of me too. And before I know it, Funplexapalooza will be upon us. You've cleared level 3 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Percy seems to like you. He's a quiet one, but with a big heart. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 12,050 points. Go for the high score. Actually, I don't know what the high score is, but hey, go for it anyway. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 4? Save the game. That is where we will leave it. Because it is time for us to be heading over to Althaven for the Streampunks latest. And let me go ahead and set up that raid because I pushed, because I knew the chapter was going to end soon. So, so yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you to my mods, Elixir, Hannah, Lord Portico. Thank you for the subs and resubs, NeoGets, Detectives, and Lord Portico. Thank you for the streaks. Thank you, Painting Pirate, for the raid. I'm trying to go fast. I do have a raid call. You can drop it in chat when we get over there if you would like. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors, so a copy pasta the one that is to your taste, and give them an amuse-bouche when we arrive. I should be live next on Wednesday for Archival Adventures, and then Saturday should be Blueprints. We'll be back for more Arcade Spirits next Monday. Hopefully, I will see all of you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.